sports, all plays. Yeah. All sports, all plays. All sports, all plays. 365, we're making a plays. You're talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, never the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Easy Money, the sports betting show. Wednesday, December 27th, 2023. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez. Got a couple dogs going crazy. I don't know what's going on, but I had a pretty good night last night on my picks. I went 5-1.
Let's see. I wasn't real good, I know. I didn't even get to check it all completely. You know how Kansas came out?
Kansas.
In college football.
They covered the spread.
Okay, so I got that right. So I was 3-3.
I was 5-1. I went 3-1 in the NBA, 2-0 in college football. All right. Hey, how's it going, Glenn? Got decent slate of games today. Some more college football bowl games. Hockey's back, and of course NBA. Still wasn't hardly no college basketball today. Come back tomorrow.
Yeah, I didn't even look at it.
NFL will be back tomorrow with a game, and of course I think NFL has game Saturday again this week, if I remember correctly.
I think two.
Still talking about Rodgers. They do that every Wednesday. After he goes on McAfee on Tuesdays, that's all of them have a Rodgers topic the next day. Because he said the Jets overruled his IR decision. If he'd have tried to come back and play, then they'd have just been on him, calling him selfish, and it's stupid for him to be playing because the team can't make the playoffs and all this. But now that he's saying he's not going to play, they're all pissed off. Either way, it doesn't matter. I was hoping the Jets would be in contention because I wanted to see him try to play. It'd been fun to watch. Then looks like Denver might be releasing Russell Wilson.
Think they'll release him?
I think so. Why else would you not? What would you go ahead and bench him? Because they're worried about there's a clause, kind of like Derek. It's kind of like the same situation with Derek Carr and the Raiders. After a certain date, after a certain date, if he was to have some kind of catastrophic injury or whatever, it would kick in like $35 million more guaranteed. To me, it's saying that Sean Payton wants a different quarterback.
It might be, but I don't think Russell Wilson's their problem this year.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't played bad. He hasn't been playing bad. He's played a lot better this year than he did last year. It's just, man, the salary cap hit though. It's like I think $70 million dead cap hit this year. But if he plays this year, it's a big cap hit next year as well. You pay it like twice instead of just once. So it's going to be It's going to be interesting. But to me, it says that Sean Payton isn't sold on Russell Wilson as the quarterback he wants for the future. But where Denver goes from there, I don't know, because you're going to be strapped salary cap wise because you're going to have all that dead cap money. So, I mean, and who you going to bring in to replace Russell Wilson? That's going to be better than him.
Yeah, I don't think he's played that bad. So I don't know. Has he overpaid? Yeah, but there was one that made the decision to pay him that much. I've seen some. I didn't keep it, but I've seen some interesting stats from Trubisky and Fields. In a lot of categories, Trubisky was better than Fields. In most categories,
Yeah,
and a bigger sample size.
Trubisky kind of got, in my opinion, got screwed because of he got drafted higher than he should have, and then of course that's the same draft as Mahomes. So he kept getting, everybody kept comparing him to Mahomes because they kept saying Chicago could have had Mahomes. I think that hurt him. Where if he could have came in a little more under the radar, I think he'd probably still be playing somewhere. It'd be $85 million in dead cap money for next season. Wow,
that's crazy.
And they're talking about maybe. Yeah, that'd be crazy. But I would say I would say that they're going to try to trade him or they're going to release him. I think it's going to be a lot like what happened with Derek Carr last season.
I don't think
I'm not saying it makes no. I don't think anybody will either. But I think that's what they're going to try. Or you don't. I mean, why else would you bench? You know what I mean? Would you bench him now?
If they release him, I think there'll be some teams interested in him, but I don't think for trade.
I mean, unless the owners are pushing for it, but I think this is more. To me, I think it's more Sean Payton. I think it's more the coach. I think this because Wilson was there when he got there, so I think there was a discussion between him and the owners. Like, we'll try Wilson for this season, and we'll see what happens, and then go from there. I think before he took that job, he had some kind of an out where if he didn't think Wilson was the guy, that they were going to let him try something different. But I just don't know what the better option is going to be. You're not going to be high enough in the draft to probably get one of these young top prospects coming out of the draft. I mean, are you going to go after a guy like? I mean, I guess he could go after a guy like Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but he's coming off injury.
Yeah.
Well, Fields might be available, but he ain't proven nothing.
Yeah, I mean, it's Fields. Do you think Fields is better than Russell? Going to be better than Russell Wilson? I mean,
a lot young.
I don't know if Fields is better than Russell Wilson at this point right now.
Nah, I don't know either.
I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens there with Denver. All right, we'll move over to. We're starting college football today. But going 5-1 yesterday puts me at 771 and 589 on the year. So I made it over to 750. Now I'm hoping to stay under 600 these next couple of days. Hopefully, I don't have a bad day today or Friday.
Yep.
All right. Well, we got one bowl game on right now.
Yeah, there was 4 games today, and one started. And out of the 4, one started at 2.
It's at halftime. Virginia Tech is up 17-10 over Tulane in the Military Bowl. I forgot that game was on. Not gonna lie. All right. But first game we're going to talk about North Carolina, West Virginia. This game's at 5:30 tonight. Mayo Bowl. The West Virginia is a 5.5 point favorite, minus 215 on the money line. North Carolina is plus 176 on the money line. Over under for this game is set at 60.5. I'm gonna go with West Virginia at the -5.5 in this game. I think it would be a pretty good game, but I think I haven't seen North Carolina play live. Watched West Virginia a couple times, and I think West Virginia is going to be a little too much for them. So I'm going to go with West Virginia at the -5.5.
Well, I doubt if that quarterback's playing for North Carolina, has it?
I'm not sure.
I
I doubt it.
I was assuming since West Virginia was the favorites, I figured he wasn't playing.
Yeah, probably not. I didn't even look. To be honest, I didn't look to see if he was playing or not. Do you have anything on that game?
Yeah, I'm going with West Virginia too because I assume with them being the favorites that North Carolina's quarterback is not playing. May, I believe is his name. I bet he's not playing.
Yeah, I would say not. But like I said, I didn't look it up to see. I felt like West Virginia would beat him even if he was playing. I just think West Virginia's a little bit more of a complete team right now than North Carolina. But I would say most of them top guys aren't playing. That's why a lot of these bowl games are so and so anymore. But then you got a pretty good matchup tonight, 8 o'clock. Louisville against USC. I'm assuming that Williams isn't playing.
Yeah.
Louisville's a 6.5 point favorite, -220 on the money line. USC's +180 on the money line. Over-unders at 57.5. I like Louisville here at the -6.5.
That's where I'm going to.
And then you have the Texas Bowl at 9 o'clock tonight. Texas A&M versus Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State is a 3.5 point favorite, -166 on the money line. Texas A&M is +138 on the money line. Over-under for this game is set at 54.5. I like Oklahoma State at the -3.5 in this game.
I went the same way.
That's scary.
All three picks went the same way. We're in trouble.
All right. NBA tonight. I ended up going with 3 games. I'm going to go with the Bucks at the -6.5 over the Brooklyn Nets. I'll go with the Suns at the -2.5 against the Houston Rockets. And I'm going to go with the Oklahoma City Thunder at the -3 at home against the New York Knicks. That's going to be my 3 picks for tonight's games.
Yeah, my NBA picks. I got Milwaukee minus the 6.5 at Brooklyn. I got Philadelphia +2.5 at Orlando, and I got the New York Knicks +3 at OKC.
All right. NHL tonight. There's a pretty big slate of hockey games tonight after they took yesterday off. Yep. I'm going with the Toronto Maple Leafs at home on the money line over the Senators. I'm going to go with the Lightning at home on the money line over the Panthers. Islanders on the money line at home over the Penguins. And I'm going to go with Minnesota Wild at home on the money line against the Red Wings.
We did not pick one game the same. Well, we didn't have any of the games. Like none of the games you've got completely different, I believe. I got Colorado money line at Arizona. Seattle at Calgary. I'll take Calgary money line. Vegas money line at Anaheim, and Dallas money line at St. Louis.
Well, it sounds like one of us might have a good day in hockey, and one could have a bad day.
Well, we picked completely different games. So your 4 games are completely different.
Well, that's true.
So we didn't pick the opposite. I just picked different games.
College football, we all picked.
We'll do really good, or we're going to do really bad.
NBA, I think we had some different games there too.
Yeah, 2. Well, you didn't do the Philadelphia and Orlando game. No. But I picked different on the Knicks. You took OKC and I took the Knicks. We picked the same on Milwaukee.
You're taking the Knicks?
Yep.
All right, that's all the games for tonight. I think there's only like 2 college basketball games. Even today, they start back up tomorrow. NFL Thursday night football tomorrow. We'll talk about. Hey. And then we won't be on tomorrow. We're taking tomorrow off. We'll be back on Friday with the show, and we'll do give out our picks for this weekend's NFL games. and all the games over the weekend plus picks for Friday. So no show tomorrow, but we will be back Friday right around 3 p.m. Eastern with another show. My picks for today, real quick before we get out of here. My record is 771 and 589 on the year. I'm college football tonight, bowl games. I'm going West Virginia at the -5.5 against North Carolina, Louisville at the -6.5 versus USC, and Oklahoma State at the -3.5 versus Texas A&M. NBA tonight, Milwaukee Bucks -6.5 at the Brooklyn Nets, Suns -2.5 at the Rockets, and the Thunder -3 at home against the New York Knicks. And then hockey tonight, Maple Leafs money line, Lightning on the money line, Islanders on the money line, and the Minnesota Wild on the money line.
Okay, my pick's college football. I've got UNC against West Virginia. I got West Virginia -5.5. I got Louisville -6.5 against USC. I got Texas A&M, Oklahoma State. I got Oklahoma State -3.5. And NBA, I've got Milwaukee -6.5 at Brooklyn. I got Philadelphia +2.5 at Orlando, and I got the Knicks +3.5 at OKC. In the NHL, I've got Colorado money line, Calgary money line, Vegas money line, and Dallas money line.
All right, we appreciate everybody watching. If you missed Gonzo's Wrestling Room last night, go check it out. You can find it on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch at Gonzo Sports Room. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Enjoy tonight's games, and we will see you guys on Friday.